Belgium have their lead back. As we start the second half, an American response is required.
And a few seasons.
Oh, Matt Freese could be in trouble here. The US could be in trouble here. It's a shocker of a goal from the co-host's point of view. The situation looked under control until it wasn't. That falls for Lukaku, and he will find the net.
Yeah, that's incredible. And 131 appearances.
Why not them? Why not Belgium? Belgian celebrations fill the Seattle air.
Get in here. The FIFA World Cup is getting more interesting, and a night where we saw Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest of all time for Portugal and for some football fans, had his team got knocked out of the FIFA World Cup. We saw the GOAT and their GOAT and the next gen play against each other yesterday, and this morning the last co-host of the FIFA World Cup got knocked out by Belgium 4-1. USA out. Welcome to the 939 World Cup show. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. You call me YS9. And this morning, I'll be joined on the show with the most follower of Lionel Messi, or the most supporter of Lionel Messi. He's on the call this morning, Duke Dan Dave. I know he will be proud of Cucurella, but Cucurella is no longer a Chelsea player. Duke Dan Dave, top of the morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning. I'm excited to be here once again to talk about the happenings in the FIFA World Cup. For all those functionalist theory and whatever theory they were propounding, that Portugal will be headed to the final. Uju wants to Jabai. So the greatest of all time, the 41-year-old man, should just go and lay his boot to rest. It's high time he draws the curtain.
High time he draws the curtain for him. I mean, if you say it is high time for him to have drawn the curtain after talking World Cup, although he came out to say that he's not making a rash decision to call it quit, right? But do you think Cristiano Ronaldo deserved to be on that pitch to start that game, or maybe he should have been subbed off after 60 minutes of the encounter yesterday?
I think let's not forget the personality of the coach in question, Martinez. Martinez was the same coach that had the golden era in the Belgian side, and they were unable to go beyond, I think, the second round as well. So, if in as much as some people would talk about Ronaldo, I think the coach was also inefficient. I think he would have stood his ground and made sure a 41-year-old player is not running around on the pitch for 90 minutes. Maybe perhaps coming in as a sub, a super sub like what Romelu Lukaku is doing now for Belgium would have made more sense. But keeping him on the pitch of play, all ball to Ronaldo, and when other players cannot even think on their own, and that's the result they get. They've been booted out. He is even if he doesn't want to hang the boots now, I think on the national level they need to give the Portuguese side need a breather away from Cristiano Ronaldo.
A breather away from Cristiano Ronaldo. I saw a Rafael Leao who's not really playing like he was hungry yesterday. He was just playing with maybe trying to showboat, or also trying to just say, let me just come in and play the game. But let's hold that and let's listen to Roberto Martinez this morning, speaking about his decision to keep Cristiano Ronaldo on the pitch till the team got exited from the FIFA World Cup via a long loss to Spain.
Today, that's an easy way to analyze. When you are a team that you need a goal, you cannot take Cristiano off, at least in the 90 minutes, because physically he's totally capable with what he's done over the season to be able to be there. It's a presence, open space, a dead ball situation, anything in the box. We need his experience, so it would make no sense. Probably going into extra time, it would have been the moment to use the energy of Gonzalo Ramos. Today, we were stopping totally what Spain tries to do with the influence of Pedri, the influence of Olmo, the influence of Rodri, the influence of Lamine Yamal, Cucurella arriving in the last third. We consider a goal that is not typically in the patterns of Spain. So.
Okay, you heard what Roberto Martinez said there during his post-match. Do we see a coach who over-respected the Spanish national team side?
No, I don't think it was out of over-respect. The two teams played pretty well and they were cautious. If you look at the players' performance, how they were rated, nobody was rated and it was given a seven performance. I think the highest was 6.5 thereabouts in one of the social media website I checked after the match. So I don't think it's a question of they respected each other. It was just a question of being cautious enough. And I think the Spanish coach understood the fact that he needed to bring in a player, and he did the same in person of Merino, to somebody that could fill in the pockets. The pockets were visible. They needed somebody that could activate on those little pockets that were being created. And Merino stepped up the jar and he did what the coach expected him. So it's a question of coaching, of the coach understanding what to do at that time, bringing a player that could complement. They brought in the Rafael Leo. I didn't see the essence of bringing him in. You know, I used the term earlier on, all ball to Ronaldo. All ball to Ronaldo. They hardly can think for themselves.
Okay, we also saw a Cristiano Ronaldo who also dropped into the midfield yesterday, trying to help the team. But everybody has got different reaction or different thoughts about Cristiano Ronaldo, Roberto Martinez, following that game yesterday. But if you went to be a Cristiano Ronaldo this morning, what will you be doing?
I think he has paid his dues, irrespective of what happened at the World Cup. He has been there, he's seen it all, he's won the World Footballer of the Year, he's won the Europa, he's had personal award and achievement. So I think for me, like he said, I won't be in a hurry to actually make a decision. But it will be much of an impossible task to be looking forward to the next World Cup, because he will be 45 by then. And that would be outrageous.
That would be outrageous. And Roberto Martinez has announced that he will be stepping down as a coach of the Portuguese national team. Well, I don't know the national team that will be hiring this man. Maybe NFF should look at that side. But
they can't afford to pay him.
All right, let's talk about the United States of America. Despite using the back door, maybe backdoor, maybe not backdoor, maybe for someone checking the rules of FIFA to now say, let us review the red card of Folarin Balogun. Despite Folarin Balogun making a return to the squad, the team lost 4-1 against Belgium. What went wrong with USA? And how did Belgium get their mojo back?
Yeah, I think for me, all of the three host nations, we knew from the onset they were just mid teams. They weren't teams that you could actually bank on. We're just thinking that the home supports would have a psychological effect on them and take them to maybe the quarterfinals or the semi. Nobody will stake their huge money on the United States to actually win the World Cup. So maybe they went through the back door, maybe they did a doggy or a cow guest. At the end of the day, they've been putted out. And I think that shows that the Belgian side have gotten back their mojo, and we are seeing the best of them. Hopefully they can perform more wonders in the next phase of the competition.
If it is all about performing wonders, now let us analyze the matches going down today. Okay, now starting with the 5 p.m. game, Argentina champions against the Pharaohs of Egypt, going down 5 p.m. and we have Switzerland taking on Colombia. Another round of 16, 2 matches scheduled for today. So a lot of Nigerians will see more, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Let's start with Argentina. For coach of Argentina, Scaloni, he has warned his team to be wary of African teams. It is not about underrating teams, but go all the way and get everything needed and make sure that you get the win in this one. Well, a lot of people have got different thoughts concerning this, but if you were to be Lionel Messi and other players, most especially Lionel Messi, who's the captain of the Argentine national team, what will you be telling the boys this morning and what will you be expecting by 5 p.m.?
Yeah, 5 p.m. I'll be telling the boys that are playing against Argentina, enjoy your game.
Okay, I think you have to reconnect, Duke and Dave. If you can hear me this morning, I think we'll have to reconnect with Duke and Dave this morning based on Unstable Network. But remember, guys, you can join us live on the Facebook fan page, YouTube channel, Solutions 939 FM. Jump on these channels this morning and let's get your thoughts concerning the matches going down tonight, starting 5 p.m. Argentina taking on Egypt, 5 p.m. Switzerland taking on Colombia. Well, a lot of people have got different thoughts, most especially for that, most especially with Cristiano Ronaldo getting booted out of the FIFA World Cup alongside the Portuguese national team losing yesterday. Some were hoping for Lionel Messi to also get knocked out with Argentina today so that we won't be focusing on a goat over a goat. Well, we continue with that conversation, but let's look at some players that may be missing tonight's game. Duke Dan Dave is back. He's not a Lionel Messi, he's not a coach of Messi, but he's a fan of Messi. So if you were to be Messi, let's run this in 60 seconds.
Yeah, if I were to be Messi, we got eyes on the goal, and we're going to take each competition, each team as they come. He should enjoy himself again and show us why he still remains unarguably the best player of all time. So if I were Messi, I would enjoy myself and make sure the Egyptians are pummeled early. The stress of going into extra time or penalties.
Now, will you be looking at number of goals? Because you look at Ireland is through to the quarterfinal. Kylian Mbappe through to the quarterfinal with France. Lionel Messi is in the round of 16. He has scored 7 goals. And the other 2 players have also scored 7 goals. Will you be looking at scoring more goals or creating assists for other players?
Of course. Messi will bang in more goals. And I think we might have a situation where we'll have a tie. I think I'm looking forward to seeing a tie between Mbappe and Messi. Let's see how it unveils. But I know as long as Argentina still remains in the competition, Messi will still bang in the goals.
Now let's talk about the Egyptian national team. I'm currently looking at the scorers chart at the FIFA World Cup. They don't really have one top player who's banging in the goals for them. They're depending on like Lionel Messi, like a Lukaku, like Harry Kane, like Haaland, Mbappe. But if you're to be the coach of Egypt today, what will you be doing to break down Argentina?
Yeah, what I will be doing, like I said, is it will be their greatest undoing if all their focus is actually on Messi. Let them play the game as much as possible, enjoy it, and understand the fact that for them to have gotten this far is because they have also shown a bit of some flash of hope, and they deserve to be here. So if they deserve to be here, they should go in their sheet, maybe take a clue or a lesson from how the Cape were able to play against the Argentines, because it was just a slim chance that made the Argentines kill tree.
Okay, so let's go straight to Switzerland, Colombia. The way Switzerland qualified to the round of 16 was the 2-0 victory over Algeria, and Colombia defeated Ghana 1-0. These two teams, Switzerland, Colombia defeated African teams. So now they're battling each other. It is a South American team versus European team. And do you see Colombia getting past Switzerland or Swiss getting past Colombia?
I think for me, if you look at the Colombian side, I was telling a friend of mine that anytime the Colombians play, they play as if they are actually on drugs, that they need to be tested. The passion, the energy, the strength is always there. And I think they would also want to fly the flag of their South Americans as well, because we only have Argentina back in this tournament. And if Colombia doesn't make it to the next phase, that means all hope will just be on Argentina. So high hopes on Colombia today. They have all it takes to deliver. Diaz is in that team, and we expect the fireworks. However, for the Swiss, that is where all the money in the bank of the whole wide world is.
You're already giving us.
Maybe they still have the courage to get the most shot.
All right, now let's go straight to the prediction. Yeah, I'm with you. Now let's go straight to the prediction segment on the show, which is the last part of the 939 World Cup show. All right, now let's talk about the predictions for today's game. Let's start with Argentina, Egypt, going down in Atlanta.
Atlanta, the name rank, he won the rank somewhere. Argentina to win by 3-1.
Argentina to win 3-1 against Egypt. Lionel Messi to score or Julian Alvarez to score? Or
Messi to score.
Okay, Lionel Messi to score. Now, Switzerland, Colombia.
Switzerland, Colombia. I see Colombia winning that game by 3-2.
3-2. So a lot of goals to be scored today at the FIFA World Cup. And the winners to score 3 goals. All right. Thank you very much. Dave Kuti. Search for him on Facebook. He uses David Kuti. And follow him. Well, if you follow his prediction, remember most of his predictions have gone on the offside. But miracle can happen.
All right, thank you very much. The pleasure is mine. See you tomorrow.
All right, catch you tomorrow. Well, Diggs and Dave right there with his analysis on the 939 World Cup show. The 939 World Cup show is over. We'll move to the other side where we look at all the sporting stories. Do not change the dial. Football fans, wake up! The road to 2026 FIFA World Cup starts here! Get the latest World Cup news, team update, fixtures, analysis, predictions, and all the football drama around the FIFA World Cup. Tune in to the 939 World Cup show every weekday at 8 a.m. on Solutions 939 FM throughout the 2026 FIFA World Cup window. With your predictions, winning you fantastic prizes like jersey, cash, airtime, and mobile data. Yo, my guy, you don't want to miss this one. 15 minutes, one tournament, endless excitement. The 939 World Cup show. Only on Solutions 939 FM. Your remaining radio dial.
For una right. This message is from Baba Solutions. Chief Adegboyega Taufik Adegoke, FCA. Get your PVC ready today for the election in Oyo State 2027.
Ibadan City, how far? Oh yeah, now let's go. When it's time to chill, flex, and enjoy premium entertainment, now Female Cinemas Ibadan be the place. Grab your hot, fresh popcorn, chicken and chips, burgers, hot dogs, and soft drinks. Make you sit back, chillax, and enjoy latest Nollywood and Hollywood blockbuster movies on our massive digital screens. You go like watch party? Abi you won't catch exciting meet and greet with your movie stars? No stress. Visit us today at Heritage Mall Dugbe, Ventura Mall, Samanda. You still book for your tickets online via www.filmhouseng.com. Makana Female Cinemas, fun day here. Ewa bawa gbadun ni Dugbe ati Samanda. Female Cinemas Ibadan. Your ticket tomorrow. All right, let's talk more football stories on the show this morning, but we've got more updates coming from the FIFA World Cup for some players already out. We are getting updates about Jordan Henderson, who is expected to be ruled out of the rest of the World Cup after suffering a suspected broken bone in celebrating England's 3-2 win over Mexico, and may also be missing his team's his club side's maybe opening few games with what we are tracking for you this morning. Now, the English FA is considering an appeal against Jara Kwanzaa's red card against Mexico. Remember, Tuchel said after the game that he was furious at the officials who took charge of the game and the 2 VAR decisions which saw Kwanzaa sent off the Mexico, and Mexico awarded a penalty. Now, this is coming after there was a review of the red card given to Folarin Balogun of the United States of America. Now, still talking about review, France's Football Federation has appealed to FIFA to get the yellow card shown to Michael Olise during the team's win over Paraguay rescinded. France star Olise, who was shown a yellow card after an altercation with Matthias Galarza during a bad-tempered round of 16 tie with Deschamps' side, winning 1-0 courtesy of Kylian Mbappe's second half penalty. I mean, there was a drama between France's Kylian Mbappe and a Paraguayan senator. Yeah, a lot of dragging and the likes. The senator saying that the goalkeeper should have given a middle finger to Kylian Mbappe for failing to take a handshake from the goalkeeper. However, Mbappe also called the senator, unprinted words, names. But now let's move away from that and let's go straight and look at updates coming from the world of tennis. It was a disappointing one for Alexander Euler yesterday in the WTA category of the Wimbledon. And well, for Euler, she lost 4-6, 6-4, 3-6 against Jasmine Paolini. For Paolini, she made it clear that beating Euler was a tough one and she would love to meet her again.
It was a tough match. Alex, she's a really tough opponent, especially here on grass. I think her game it's perfect here. So it was tough battle, and I'm happy that I make it through. But yeah, I think it was a good match. I think in Dubai, I didn't approach the match so well. It was tough. Today I had good energy. I think I was, there every point. I knew that was a tough one. She's playing really well. She plays well. I think also the important points. She has a lot of personality on court, and I think I knew that, and I tried to play my best tennis, and it worked out. So yeah, I'm happy.
All right, other winners in the WTA category of the Wimbledon yesterday included Marta Kostyuk, Elisa Merchant, and Linda Noskova. In the ATP category, winners yesterday included Taylor Fritz. We had Arthur Ferry, same as Flavio Cobolli. Now for matches scheduled for today, Yannick Sinner, world number 1, will be up against Jan-Lennard Struff by 1 p.m. As we have Novak Djokovic taking on Felix Auger-Aliassime, and that'll be going down by 3:30. The continuation of the game between Alex Zverev and Jiří Lehecka goes down today. Zverev won that first set 6-4, second set 7-5, and the third set was timed 3-3 as the game got halted. And in the WTA category today for the Wimbledon, Coco Gauff will take on Jessica Pegula by 1:30 p.m. as Naomi Osaka battles Karolina Muchova by 3 p.m. So those are the singles games scheduled for today at the Wimbledon. Now talking boxing this morning, well, the blockbuster heavyweight clash between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua could still be held at Wembley Stadium, but only if local authorities agree to stage the fight at a later time than usual. Turkey Al-Arj Sheikh, who is organizing the all-British bout, said on Monday that he wants the fight to take place at a time that works for a global audience and intends to hold talks with the London mayor Sir Sadiq Khan in a bid to obtain permission to host a late-night fight in the capital. Now, focusing on NBA this morning, looking at how trades have been going, Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors are expected to start contract extension talks this week in Toronto after his trade becomes official, and the two-time finals MVP will do so with new representation. Yes, he had to change his representative. Leonard has hired Harrison Gaines of Slash Sports as his new agent to oversee negotiations. Now let's look at another one here where Sacramento Kings have waived DeMar DeRozan. The team announced on Monday, making the 6-time All-Star one of the top free agents on the market. And for Giannis Antetokounmpo, his trade became official yesterday, ending a 13-year career with the Milwaukee Bucks as he heads to the Miami Heat. Antetokounmpo released a video on his social media account on Monday afternoon featuring a sit-down interview with the longtime Bucks play-by-play announcer Jim Paschke, where Antetokounmpo said goodbye to Milwaukee and expressed his love for the city. Now, on X, Milwaukee Bucks also celebrated Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right. Well, for some people, that name can sound a little bit related to Nigeria. Yes, it's a mixture of Adetokunbo and a Greek word. Well, my name is Oladapo Kudu because I'll be wrapping up the show from this side, where I will be switching the gears. We'll be switching the gears to the other side from the dailies, with the three wise men ready to take over. Most especially look at what has been happening the past few days, talking about current affairs in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Comrade Ayode Jadishokwe is on the other side this morning with his hot coffee. Are things really hot on the table of Mr. President, or is it about the man who was said to be in a different, having a portfolio not recognized by the federal government? His father got arrested yesterday. More drama in Nigeria. Top of the morning to you, comrade. Good.
Yes, top of the morning to you, my dear comrade brother. One day, one drama.
One day, one drama. One day, one Nigeria. You also followed the FIFA World Cup. Brazil is out. Portugal is out. And, it's looking like big boys are now out of the FIFA World Cup. Germany out. Do you want to have another team you want to support at the FIFA World Cup? Let me. I know you support good football.
Yes, it's about things are evolving. Some of these countries that seem to have popped up and they do not have a history of, excellence and performance. Go and check out. They didn't just land on. You don't land on the world stage by happenstance. There must have been a deliberate, intentional way of going about things. That's why we see them, and they are producing results.
Yes. So all of us want to produce results.
Brazil went there with a big name.
Okay,
but big name don't win matches.
Oh, they didn't go with big boys. All right, I come to say goodbyes on the show. I know a lot of fans are ready. They're ready to listen to you. The Okpes, the Oja Sokwe and Aji Sokwe, the Okpes on the other side this morning. All right, good morning, Nigerians, and do not change the dial.